Hello everyone, welcome to this End Times Watcher session. My name is Kyle and I am just an End Times Watcher. I will be sharing biblical perspectives of events pertaining to End Times. In the last session, I speculated that the next pandemic may not happen so soon. Earliest could be 2026. But just because it's been delayed does not mean that the next few years will be a bed of roses. The globalists are not resting on their laurels. They are relentlessly pressing ahead with their other agenda. What are these agendas? Let's look at the possibilities together. Allow me to forecast what we can expect over the next 12 months, from second half 2024 to first half 2025. Let us look at WEF latest global risk again. Look at these 5 risks. What do they have in common? Extreme and unpredictable weather conditions. In other words, modification of weather. You may have heard of HARP. It's open knowledge that they already have the ability to adjust and divert harsh weather conditions. Then take a look at the violent hurricanes in the United States over the last 40 years. They used to expect bad hurricanes every 4 years or so. But then in 2004 and 2005, they were pounded by an onslaught of devastating storms. Many of you may remember Hurricane Katrina, Rita, and Wilma. Cities were evacuated in their wake, and after that, we do not hear of any destructive hurricanes anymore. My conspiracy theory is, please note, this is speculation without proof. In 2004 and 2005, they were doing live testing of weather control. Especially in 2005, the failure caused severe backlash. But from that learning experience, they finally succeeded. And for the next 20 years, there were no bad-ass hurricane. Only Hurricane Sandy came close. Even then, it was mild compared to the KRW sisters. If diversion of weather can be achieved, then directing harsh conditions to somewhere else is a no-brainer. Heat waves in the last few years have seen increased deaths compared to a decade ago. Is this natural global warming? That's what the globalists want you to believe. Now come the promised outlook. This is purely my speculation and forecast. We can expect worse climatic disasters in the next 12 months and beyond. It will start with crop failures from the erratic and unpredictable weather, naturally followed by food shortages and rising food prices. Food prices will be the leading and driving force of inflation. Yes, it is in the top 10 risk. And finally, spiraling down to recession and stagflation. To some of you, you already know this, so I am not foretelling, I am merely foretelling. From the Bible's perspective, it makes a lot of sense. In Revelation 6, 5 and 6, we have the black horse, a quart of wheat for a denarius and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius. This is about unaffordable food prices where one day's wage can only buy you one meal. This is about 5 to 10 times the increase from our current food prices. I know that is hard to imagine, but if you see your wonton noodles doubling up in price this time next year, please remember what I said. This is your black horse heading towards its peak. In Revelation 6, 7 to 8, we have the pale horse. And our Lord Jesus did not mince his word in Matthew 24. He said that there will be famine, black horse, and pestilences and earthquakes, pale horse. Would pestilence equate to disease X? Remember the order of things. The black horse must come first before the pale horse. So it makes sense that the inflation and food shortages should come before disease X. But if I am wrong and disease X were to show up first, then Lord, please have mercy on us. It only means that the pale horse will be a lot more terrifying. I will not be doing any justice without talking about what we can do. Please note that if the Bible prophesied it, we cannot stop it. We cannot pray it away. We can only pray for more time. And I sincerely pray that we will have more time to spread this so that more will be awakened and be ready. When inflation comes, there will be erosion in wealth. Your $1,000 that can buy you a whole list of things now can only buy a fraction of that list. Traditional hedges against inflation will not be meaningful anymore. With CBDC and other control systems coming in, these investments will come to nothing. Even real estates may not be spared. The saving grace is there is one commodity that will withstand this inflationary pressure, despite it not being very practical as you cannot eat it. People will place value to this yellow metal. China, Russia, and many others have been buying gold to back their currency in preparation for the US de-dollarization. Back in 2019, there had been calls to invest in physical gold. These calls were coming from market gurus who were looking at it purely from market analysis. I did not heed that call because gold was going sideways for the last 4 years. On hindsight, I should have. Let's take a look using the average value around the month of May. May 2019, gold was at about 1.3k US dollars per ounce. May 2020, it went up by 34%, and for the next 2 years, the increment was very small. If you had invested in gold in 2020, you will probably complain that I gave you the wrong advice. Depending on the time you buy and the time you sell, you may even incur a loss. I remember in October 2022, a friend commented unhappily that gold price had dropped. My response then was, it is a very good time to buy, as gold price had dipped and stabilized. It can only go up. You can see for yourself the price of gold today. So when is a good time to buy? Anytime is a good time when you look at it as a hedge against inflation. After you buy, don't bother until you need to convert it back to fiat currency or by then digital currency. If I had heeded that call back in 2019, my investment would have went up by 80%. No, let me correct that. I would not have lost 80% of my savings due to inflation and erosion in wealth. The next question is where to buy gold. In Singapore, UOB gives the best value, both buying and selling back. If you have a UOB account, you can watch the price online and click buy. Just remember to collect your physical bar within 3 working days. In Malaysia, due to theft and robbery, many do not feel safe keeping physical gold. So one recommendation is to keep electronic version in a bank account. Public Bank has the most friendly options with flexible investment amounts, just like a savings account. You can also convert your electronic gold to physical bar in quantums of 1 kilogram. I understand that if the bank runs, you will end up with nothing. But it's still better than keeping your money in a traditional bank account and see inflation erode it away. In Thailand, it seems like the only options are bullion shops. Unfortunately, the 4 reputable ones are all in Bangkok. Also, Thailand gold are not 99.99%. They are at 96.5%, slightly above 23 carat. I cannot possibly cover all countries, so please check with your country's best practice. For the record, I have no relationship whatsoever with all these banks and bullion shops. I've never talked to them nor get any commission from them. Other than gold, how else can we prepare against the coming food shortage? During Joseph's days, famine in Egypt was severe. People sell their belongings, their land, even themselves just for food. So if you're thinking about stocking up supply, it is not wrong, but there is a limit how much you can stock. Your rice will start growing weevils after a while. But there's another saving grace. The coming famine will not be that severe. Revelation 6:6 is about the black horse. God told the angel, do not harm the oil and the wine. While there will be food shortage, there will still be food. Oil represents olive oil, food that grows from trees. Wine represents grapes, food that grows from creeper plants. Those staples like wheat, barley, corn, rice will be badly hit. Other vegetations from trees to shrubs to creepers will continue to provide food. While preparing this video, my friend sent me a photo of his sweet potato and ginger harvest. I think we can include tuber root type food as well. We can start growing our own food. On top of plant-based, protein sources from fowls and fishes are also possible. If you have some land, outdoor plants with sunlight is best. Chicken and fishes breeds best outdoors as well. For Malaysia, many stay in terrace or semi-D. Their mini garden may be limited, but they are very resourceful. They make use of the little stretch by the roadside just outside their house. The luckier ones can even grow from empty plots across the road. As for apartment and HDB dwellers, especially in Singapore. Indoor hydroponics and quails have been successfully grown and bred. Alternatively, you can rent community garden space. My friend used his condo common garden. He volunteered in the condo management and initiated a food garden project. The sweet potato and ginger, that was from him. By the way, he also just harvested a melon. In preparation for scarcity, I will recommend you have sufficient stock of seeds and fertilizer pellets. They can last very long. Hydroponic and indoor potted plants will need fertilizers. I'm not sure about you, but I have no issue keeping enough stock of NPK pellets. So what if it's not organic? If you have space, composting food scraps and fallen leaves is also a very good recycling option. We have used up 3 sessions on current affairs topic. In the next session, I will go back to messages from the Bible. Follow the cloud. In Exodus days, Moses led the people of Israel to wander around the desert for 40 years. Were they wandering around aimlessly? No, they were following the cloud. Whenever the cloud moved, they moved. Every morning they look up and see if they have to pack up and move. I admit it is easier said than done, but can we learn to follow the cloud? Let's explore it together. Till then, this is Carl. See you in the next session. If you find this video beneficial, please click a like on it. YouTube algorithm automatically recommends it to others if there are higher like counts. You can also subscribe to my channel so that you can see my past and future videos. Finally, please forward and share with your friends so that they too will benefit. Thank you and God bless.